Now, when you start talking, okay, some of our coverage units, and as you're going down the field, we use the term net, and that net has an alley player, a force player, and a contain player in every situation. So as you look at it, when we talk about alley, force, and contain, if you look at it, there's a return man. So as you see it, we're in our net positions. Our alley player is our inside out player. So he could be aggressive. He knows that, man, I could take a shot and I'm working to the inside hip. I can really, really shoot my gun. From a force player, I'm outside in. I can be aggressive, but I better make sure that that ball is back inside of me as much as possible. But I do know that I have the last fail safe because there's the ultimate contain guy beside me. So as you look at the picture, we have an alley force contain player in every coverage unit. And on the backside, again, there's an alley force contain player. So as you look at it, the ball is to me. I'm a compressed contain player. The alley will go ahead and shoot the inside hip. The force will work outside in, and the contain will be ultimate contain. The backside players, the alley force contain, will end up being cutback players, working the hip and tracking it. So as you see it as it goes, alley force contain. There it is. Contain has a two-way go. And then the alley and force contain player on the backside ends up basically hip track players away because ball's away. So as you look at it, this is a version right here. This is half the net. This is three guys. So as you see right now, we're going to run a little void drill. Here comes the ball carrier. The alley player is the inside player as we look at it. So is the innermost player right here. This is our alley player. He's going to track to the inside hip. So here's our alley player. Here's our force player working outside in. And then ultimately our contain player is coming from the backside. So as you can see right there, there's the alley inside on the hip. And he can be aggressive. He can shoot his gun. There's the force working to the outside hip. Here comes the contain player in that front side net. So ball's to me. So this drill will work. And again, it can be punt. It can be kickoff. It can be swing screen. Again, it's all ball. Another rep again. You can see it. Alley, force, contain. Again, tracking that hip. Burn your eyes on that hip to make sure you make that tackle. Now we're going to go. We have all six up. So this is another drill. We'll work with the net. We got the alley force contain. Ball's going to declare the front side guys. Ball's two. There's your alley player, inside hip. There's the force player, outside hip. There's the contain player throwing it up. And then the backside guys, hip, hip, hip. So a really good look of the full net in the coverage unit. If anybody's knocked out of those spots, hypothetically, say the force player was blocked, then the next guy will replace him on the outside and so on. So you got to make sure that if you see a hole in the fence, that you're going to mend it and you're going to fill it. So a really good example of the net right there. Again, same situation, ball's this way, alley force contain, track the hip on the backside, track the hip, track the hip. So pretty good reps of the net. Just another look at it from a different angle. So you got a really good understanding of how that all fits.